Boba. There we go. Oh yes, so good. Gonna add. Hi guys, it's Madison and welcome back to my cooking channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make chicken tortilla soup, and it's super easy and absolutely delicious. So we have some ingredients here. I have some diced tomatoes, I have some orange pepper, some red pepper, some chopped white onion, I have some corn, some my own taco seasoning, and I have two types of beans, some pinto beans and some black beans. I have a little bit of sugar just to add toward the end of the soup if we need to sweeten it up a little bit, some tomato paste if we need to thicken it up, some Trader Joe's everyday seasoning that I absolutely adore, and some salt, some pepper, chili powder, cumin, olive oil for the pan, and I have some chicken that I'm going to pre-season and go ahead and sear that in my cast iron skillet. And you can always use a pan, you don't have to use a cast iron skillet. And I have some chicken stock, chicken broth, a lime, and cilantro for garnish. Super how much of this seasoning gets on the chicken. I'm going to add a little chili powder, because then we're just pre-seasoning the chicken so that it'll have some flavor, so that when you have it in the soup, you'll still taste some flavor in the chicken. I'm going to add a little bit of everyday seasoning. This stuff is absolutely delicious. I highly recommend it. And just a little bit of cracked black pepper, a little bit of salt, and I'm going to take this olive oil and put it all on there like that. There we go. And now what I'm going to do, just kind of get it on each piece of the chicken. That's why we put a lot on first, on top, so we can be generous with it on top so they could transfer to both sides of the chicken. And it doesn't have to be fully seasoned, like that's okay that it's not all seasoned there, because it's going to go into the soup. We're going to shred it after we're done cooking it, and it's going to go into the soup and it's going to taste delicious, especially since it's pre-seasoned. You really don't need to marinate the chicken before you put it in the soup and cook it. So I'm just going to let that sit for a little bit, let that rest. While I heat up my pan, I'm going to be cooking it in this cast iron right here. Just a little bit of olive oil. Heat up my pan. I actually can touch the pan because I just turned on the stove, so it's not hot. Not yet. So there we go. I'm gonna do that. Let that sit. And something that you really should know when you're making this kind of soup is that you actually want to season your veggies. So pre-season your veggies before you even cook them. So I'm gonna go ahead and pre-season my veggies basically with the same thing that I season the chicken with.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of everyday seasoning. That. Some cumin. A little bit of chili powder. Just a little bit. This is already smelling like it's cooked. It smells so good. Some salt. And some pepper. And I'm also going to go ahead and add a little bit of garlic powder. So you don't have to zoom in on here, but I'm gonna go ahead and add just a little bit of garlic powder. You can use fresh chopped garlic. Garlic powder is just what I had on hand, so it's a lot easier just to go ahead and throw that in there. But absolutely, if you want to use some fresh garlic, absolutely feel free to do that. So let me go ahead and just mix this up. How's it coming? This is looking really good. So now that we went ahead and seasoned our onions and peppers, I'm gonna go ahead and just let that rest for a little bit, turn this pot on and put some olive oil in that just so we can cook it. Go ahead and cook it. Let me grab this olive oil right by you. There you go. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some olive oil in there in the bottom of the pot, just a little bit. There you go, that's pretty good. Some olive oil in there. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this all in the bottom of the pan. And you're just gonna Oh, you hear that sizzle? That's what we like to hear. Oh my gosh, oh yes, this is going to be delicious. Oh, and the reason why I use orange and red pepper is because it has a lot more flavor. I like more of a sweeter taste than the kind of bitter, acidic taste that a green pepper gives. I feel like it doesn't offer much unless I'm making another kind of dish, maybe like an Italian dish. But I feel like with this, I want strictly orange pepper, red pepper, and at times yellow pepper if you want it, but I absolutely have to have orange and red pepper. I'm gonna turn this heat to about medium and just let that cook in there, and you can already smell it. How delicious does that smell? Oh my goodness, I wish you could smell it through the camera. It smells so good. So now, our pan is pretty heated up here. So we are going to just throw this chicken in here. And you hear that? Yes. That's gonna take no time at all. And I actually have two chicken breasts, two large chicken breasts that I just sliced directly in half so that it will be easier to go ahead and just cook that straight. Just cook it, and instead of having to make sure the middle's cooked too much, and you don't have to cook this chicken. You're gonna cook it to the point where it's almost done, but you don't have to cook it to the point where it's fully done, because you are going to shred it up and throw it in the pot. You just want to make sure there's no blood running or anything like that. So we're gonna go ahead. I think I'm just gonna do 2 in this pan for now. Feeling a little, yeah, I don't want to overcrowd it. So I'm gonna do 2 in this pan. So you will see me again when I am shredding up this chicken. We just do the same thing. You flip it probably after about 5 minutes. I'm gonna flip it. 4 to 5 minutes, I'll flip it and cut it up. And I'll do the same thing with the other 2 pieces of chicken over here. And then, so you'll be seeing me when I shred the chicken to put it in the pot. I'm turning it as soon as I can shred it up. Okay, so I went ahead and I cooked the chicken for about 7 minutes on each side, and I shredded up. So now what I'm going to do, this has been going on about a low heat for about 15 minutes or so, and it's low, so it's not overcooking or anything. And I moved it to the front burner. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add in my diced tomatoes. And I'm going to go ahead and add these beans. There we go. Oh yes, this is going to be so good. Gonna add in the corn. Going to add in, get every little piece, because this needs to be some hearty soup. So there we go. There we go. I think we got it all. Going to go ahead and add in this chicken broth. Now I'm going to go ahead and just add in this whole container. This is 32 ounces, and we're just going to see, I'm going to go ahead and just add in this whole container. We're going to see how much more we need as the soup cooks down. We're only cooking the soup for about 30 minutes. So, and the chicken's also going to cook more in the soup. The chicken is done, so you can eat it if you wanted to just use it for something else. Oh yeah, it's going to smell so good once it's all finished. It's already looking delicious. Can you see that? Look at that. Look at that. All up in there. Yes. So, I'm going to go ahead and add the chicken now. And it's not hot because it's been resting. Go ahead and put the chicken in. Can you see that? There you go. Oh my goodness, yes. Delicious. And you know what? This is probably about, I would say maybe it's about 2 of the chicken pieces, 2.5 maybe, because I had 4 of the chicken pieces inside the pan. But this is about 2.5 because I did end up putting some aside just in case I want to put it on a salad for tomorrow, or put it on, maybe put it in a wrap. If you come over here, you can see just how much chicken you're going to have in this soup, and look how delicious that is going to look. Absolutely delicious. And I'm going to throw in my own taco seasoning blend. Throw that in there like so. Yes, looks so, oh my goodness, this is going to be absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. I put a little bit of the black pepper in there, just a little bit, and a little bit of the salt. And I'm gonna just add just a pinch right now, just a pinch of the sugar right now, just to see how it's going to taste. That is smelling absolutely delicious. So we're going to let this cook on about medium low for about 30 minutes, and we will be back to do a taste test, and then we'll be able to serve ourselves a bowl. Okay.
We already have someone in line for a taste test.
Right, he's ready. You see Sullivan's ready to eat. Sullivan.
Are you ready, Sullivan?
He thinks he's gonna get a piece of chicken.
Are you ready to eat?
We'll see, right? All right, so we'll be back at the end when it's ready and we'll be tasting it. Okay guys, so I went ahead and added the small can of tomato paste, and I just seasoned to taste, and I also added about a cup of chicken stock just to give myself a little bit more soup, because this is about to be delicious. I cannot wait. I'm gonna make myself a bowl. I should get a cup because I don't have a soup spoon, but oh my goodness, I wish you could smell that. I am fixing myself. Look how good that looks. Oh my gosh. This is delicious. This has been on for about 30 minutes. And I'm about to fix myself a bowl and eat it. I'm about to dive in. I'm gonna squeeze a little lime on it. Put the lime in there. Put a little cilantro on it. I'm gonna have it with some chips. So good. I am absolutely loving everything about this recipe, guys. Look how good this looks. Look how good this looks. You can even add shredded cheese if you want. You can add some sour cream, whatever it is that you want. Let me get a little bit of everything in there. Go for it. Let me see. Everything. I'm gonna get some beans, just a little bit of every ingredient in there. Oh my gosh, I can smell the lime now that it's hot in the soup. It smells, oh my gosh, and the cilantro. Oh my gosh. Yes, you want some, I know. Oh my gosh. So good. You have to make this. I'm gonna have the recipe down below. Delicious, absolutely. You won't regret it, I promise. Talk to you next time. Bye.
Keep eating.
So good. It's so good. Oh my God. So perfect.